Good evening, everyone. And we are at the end of the weekend. All good things must come to an end as tomorrow is Monday. But let's finish the weekend strong and talk a little bit about the community and maybe some lost treasures that I've been looking at on Spec and also just around the community, different stores. And I did want to bring a few of them up along with a few updates. So I'm pretty excited to share that this evening with everybody. And just let's go ahead and get started. Mr. Kiefer, how are you doing this evening? Great to see you.
Yeah, great. Good to see you guys too. Yeah, the weekend's over. And actually, I'm kind of glad.
Oh,
It's just been kind of crappy and rainy sometimes, and I don't know. It's just been kind of blossom. I'm looking forward to Monday and getting a fresh week started and
okay.
put
Very
this
good.
one behind me. Yeah.
Very good. And then the lovely couple, Noah and Emily. How are you guys? Great to see you this evening. Thanks for being here with us.
Doing good, man. Yeah, it's been a pretty good weekend. I've just spent most of it just boxing up figures and stuff like that to sell, and that's what I've been doing most of the time. So it's nice to just kind of finish up with that and sit down for a little bit and just hang out.
Yeah, I got to finish a new anime called Mashal, Muscle and Magic, so that was good.
Oh, well, cool.
Yeah, so I got to binge watch that today.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a good lazy weekend. Now I'm like, hopefully this week will be good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'm not. I mean, I got a really busy week coming up, but I know that it's going to be a very busy channel week as well because we have Maji cases coming in, and we have also the RDJ bus will be arriving at my residence very soon. So we have a lot to unbox. We have a lot to talk about. I am inviting Brian and Nigel, the engineers for the Maji case that I had built. They will be with us. And I thought about doing it on stream, but I thought what would be best is let me assemble them, and then we'll have everybody come on stream, and then we'll kind of talk about it a little bit. I think that would be the best. And we'll have we do have an added surprise coming to the Maji case too. Thanks to Brian, we're going to be testing out some new LEDs for the Maji case that Brian is announcing. So they're coming. We're going to have them all set up. Everything's going to look great. And this is a long time coming. I've been waiting a long time for this. So I cannot wait to have this all together and set up. So really looking forward to that. Let me address the chat real quick. Mihazel, how you doing, man? Great to see you. Mr. Kramer, great to see you, man. Hello, great to see you. And my man Terry, I know everybody's just coming in. I know Chris was just on a few minutes ago. Ash and Nate, my man Don C, everybody's here. Thank you very much for coming and supporting us. My man Virgin Prime, got the godlike name, Mr. Santiago. It's my real name if you didn't know. Great to see everybody here and coming in. I did want to share this real quick before we get started, and then I'll show a little bit more. Okay, let me show it. I know you guys have seen this already, but let me show everybody else.
I don't know if I have.
Try that again with sound.
I don't think that's going to fit me.
So,
I feel like a nice
cool.
blanket for you, Alan.
There you go.
I did want to show this off a little bit and talk a little bit about it. Battle Cat, great to see you, man. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you're here. So these are our new designs, and we will have them modeled for everybody pretty soon here once we get all of our final shipping in, and we will launch, and these will be going live. Listen, I gave Brian an idea, and Brian, our panel member, the man hits home runs in Photoshop. He came up with this design, and this is it. So this is what we'll be launching, the Godlike Army shirt, along with Stay Godlike. They both say that on there. So
Nice.
coming soon to, I think the Army green one will have a sleeve that has a, my goal was to have a, like a kind of like a military, symbols on the side, like the ranking on the side. And we'll see how that goes, if I can pull that off with the shirt company. But that's coming very soon. So I'm looking forward to launching. and that's a long time coming because we've been playing with that for a while now. We just couldn't get the product. We had some issues, but it's starting to come together now. It really is. So let me bring this up here real quick. Oh man, thank you, Mr. Kramer. Hey, I need to see you wearing one too, man. Come on. Like, I'll make sure you get one so that way that stuff will come up. Well, I'll make sure you know when it goes up. Let me pull this up. I know people have seen this already as well, but maybe. Hey, there we go. This will be here. Well, not everything, of course, but the Maji case will be here this week. So this is literally going to take the whole wall on the opposite side here. So I mean, these are huge pieces going in there. So you can see why it's going to take a lot of room. But I was thinking today is that what's great is that I still have options, right? I mean, nothing. Terminator line is set for sure. Predator line is set for sure because I'm probably getting City Hunter and Prey may go somewhere else. We'll see. But I have Joker. I have not got the aliens yet. The aliens are just a representation of the XL they're going to be making. So these are not the ones that are going in there. It's just kind of an idea of where we'll go there. But this is the movie wall, and this is what's coming. So very soon. So I'm pretty excited for that.
Yeah, that looks great. That looks great.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. A lot coming in. I'm probably playing pen transfer. POs. Yeah, yeah, I know Chris was talking about that too. I was trying to avoid the XM because I don't know the whole story, but the whole XM's issues. But I'll say this. I'll leave it right here. I wish the best for them, and I hope everything turns out fine. So I really hope it works out for them. Yeah, I mean, I cannot. Thanks, Battle Cat. I mean, I think that. Yeah, I think that once it all comes together, I think it'll look awesome. Alan, I was a little worried today looking at like Freddy stuff and like how great it looks, and like it has a white backgrounds, but mine are all black. But then I look at some other ones that are all black. I'm like, oh my god, that's incredible. So I guess you really can't lose either way, like the way you go.
I think you have to go with your gut. And you saw someone else's setup that had all black, and you immediately fell in love with it and said, okay, I got to get rid of the white and go with the black. And so, I mean, you got to go with your gut, and I think you're making the right move. I think you'll be very happy with it.
Yeah, I'm. Once these come in, I'll set it up. I think a friend of mine had mentioned to me too. He said, "You know what? Let's just say you did go all black, and you loved it, and everything was set up. It's just boards. You can actually message Brian, and you can reorder the boards and put them in, and then you'll have what you want. So it's not a huge, thing, but." If you want black, you got black. If you want white, you want white. I may even order them just to have it to freshen it later. We'll see. That way we can do either.
The only thing that's going to throw you off, I think, are the alien pieces, because I think that new alien line, you'll be lucky to fit the dog alien in there, the new one.
Right. Yeah. Those may not work.
Yeah, it looks like a big diorama.
It's
going to take a lot of room.
Yeah, that may not work in there. We'll have to see how big it is, and then we'll have to measure. I've got all the measurements, so we'll end up seeing. But Alan, here's what's awesome is that with these new LEDs that Brian is launching, you can put aliens down there and have all green LEDs on them, all red or all blue or whatever you want. I think Noah did that. Noah, didn't you do that one time with something, or was that not you? Can't remember.
I don't think so.
Okay, I thought so. You know what, Aiden Martinez, he would take his spotlight LED spotlights and then he would paint them certain colors and then put them with the statue, and it looked awesome. He had a lot of tricks, man. That guy had a lot of cool stuff he did with his statues. So I do remember him doing that with Thanos, I believe, but I can't remember now. He did it with a few, anyways. But yeah, that was an idea he had, and I really loved it. But yeah, this is these pieces are coming home, so we'll have to wait and see what this alien piece looks like, Alan. Maybe you'll have to go somewhere else. But what I do have is options, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
So, which I really didn't before.
It's going to look great. I can't wait for the Arnold bus to come.
Yeah, same. And I mean, the case is built for that, man. So it's going to go slide right in there and along with the other pieces. So I'm pretty excited for that. That's going to look awesome. I think I did let me make sure I got it here. Let me see. Yep. Yeah, I did a little mock-up here real quick. So it's easier to look at. And oh no, you can't see that. Not from this. Let me see. Maybe I didn't put that up. Anyways, well, like that's this is what it'll look like, and I know I'm getting the Keaton. I am getting everything still in here. I'm still debating whether to put Catwoman here by Blitzway and Prime One or go with Pattinson. I'm still not sure what to do with that quite yet. I'm not 100% sure, but
like this Pattinson.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd look cool too.
That's my choice. That's what I recommend. But
Okay.
yeah, just because it's probably easier to get. I don't know how easy that Catwoman will be to get from here on out. It may come up for sale here and there, but I don't know.
Oh yeah. So that's a great question here. For the collector, how much did you have to pre-order down though? So I have the only ones I don't have pre-ordered yet is Prey because that's not out yet, of course. And the Aliens. The other ones I don't have ordered is the Bell Bust, but I do have everything else and the Bell Bust and the Pattinson, and I have the Schwarzenegger bust secured though, so I'm good.
Jimmy, do you have the oh my God, my brain just went dead. The Batman on the right side. What is that? The Michael Keaton Batman.
I have it ordered with Todd. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you do? Good.
Yeah.
Okay. I was looking the other day, and it's like sold out or waitlisted almost everywhere.
It's sold out everywhere. Yeah. So that piece is about to ship as well. So I'm so glad I bought that and picked it up. I ended up when I bought this, I pre-ordered it. They were sold out on Prime One, and then Todd, somebody had one. I got it from I got it, and then what had happened was right after that, Prime One went back in stock for 2 days, and then they were sold out again. So it literally wasn't very long, and then it sold out. So
I went looking for it about 3 weeks ago and couldn't find it anywhere. Eventually, I found it at Cosmic.
Oh, Cosmic. Okay.
Not Cosmic. I don't order there. Comic
Concepts. Okay. Yeah, Johnson had it. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ordered it with him.
Lane was saying just get that 8. Well, I think he means J&D Catwoman instead. Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. but but I do like it. It's great. All this is going to happen for sure. Like, not only is it going to happen, I mean, the case is already bought. So, I mean, I definitely have options, but this is what my vision has been for a long time, and this is where it's going to go. So, I'm pretty excited for that. There's a question for Alan here. Alan, you find space to display the Death Dealer on the horse. It is a prized piece in your collection. Yeah, Alan, take it away.
I have the piece. It used to be displayed, and I had to box it back up to make room for other incoming pieces. I'll probably never sell it because if I ever do get a wild hair and I want to redisplay it again, I'll have it. I make the mistake too often of selling a piece that I don't have on display, and then 3 or 4 or 5 months down the road, I'm like, oh man, I wish I had that piece back, and then I can't find it anywhere, or I end up spending 3 times as much to reacquire it. So now, after I take something down, it goes into storage. I'm not selling it.
Yeah, that's an amazing piece. It's very iconic, right, from that series, Alan. I do recall that image from years ago too.
That Death Dealer on horse is a very iconic piece of artwork. Yeah,
that's awesome.
I think ARH has done the best job with that. Other companies have tried to do that piece. I think they've done the best job with it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I'm sorry to see ARH gone. I used to collect a lot of their pieces,
Oh,
but
really?
bad management and things. You know how it goes in the statue industry, and
Yeah.
some bad decisions are made, and the guy had to close up. It's unfortunate because they did produce some beautiful pieces.
Yeah, I mean, I think that right now, what statue companies cannot afford is bad decision making. Can't really afford that. uh,
Yeah,
but we say that, but I do want statue companies to make villains. I do want them to make other villains besides all Batman, all Superman. I do want to see more of that. But um,
I
yeah,
feel like villain statues would be like some of the best statues out there because you could really have some shredded details and everything.
Hmm.
yeah,
So
no,
I hope there's more.
yeah, I agree with that. Marco, it's great to see you, man. I know you're out and about. Thanks for jumping on, saying hello. Great to see you, Marcos. So Noah, is there anything I could do better here or change? What is it? Or Noah and Emily, anything else?
I mean, I love all the choices. I would just say just go for the Robert Pattinson Batman from Prime One. It's
It is
great.
really cool.
I've had it for quite a while now, and I still just look at it all the time, and I'm just
Mm,
taken aback by the detail on it. It's a really good
Mhm.
one. But I want the Keaton Batman too on the other side, but just
mhm.
no space at the moment. But I think
Yeah.
I think the display looks great.
I think
I'm
so
just
too.
curious on the sizes, the heights of the
Mhm.
XL alien line and stuff like that. But otherwise, I love the Prey Predator design. I think that's a great combo between the two. So I like it. What do you think?
I like it. I mean, the only thing is like one of the bases on the alien statues is really big, so you might run into
Mhm.
some like tight quarters there. But
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, I mean, I think it looks really cool. It's really paired well, especially the top areas
Mm,
with the bust and then
yeah.
balanced out with the scale. What is it? Third scales?
Hmm.
Third scale.
Third
Mhm.
scale statues. I think it looks really nice and balanced.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, it's important to me that when it's displayed that they kind of coincide together, right? Everything matches evenly. And
mhm.
I think that when you do display your collection that way, it really stands out and tells a story. I had my Marvel pieces, all the comic ones I had there, everything was lined up perfectly. Then I sold one and it threw everything off. I was like, man, I should have done that. It threw everything off. I had to kind of rebalance everything. So
He's done that before a time or
yeah,
two.
Hmm.
yeah. I'm not the only one, so that's great. So Alan, is there anything I could do better here? Anything any takeaways from
yeah.
this?
You could have a whole nother unit next to those with more. That would make it even better.
Okay, well, that's the plan. That's going back here. So I've
There you
already
go.
been talking to Brian about that. So once I get everything together and in place and set up, that's what I'll be talking to him about.
Yeah,
There'll probably be
I
a little.
like. Yeah, I especially like that you've got the three Batman movie pieces together.
Mhm.
I,
Yeah,
I like that a lot. Yeah.
yeah, it
Mhm.
was important to me to to get them all together like that. I'm just really in a movie right now. I don't see myself looking back too much, even though there's some comic pieces that I really want. So we may have to revisit that a little bit. We'll see.
Well,
But
I really like how you set up the what is it? The display case with the Christian Bale
mm,
bust. It looks
yeah,
like a movie poster. How you have the bust behind and then the Joker in
yeah.
front.
Oh
So
yeah,
it looks very kind of cinematic. So that's
Hmm.
cool.
yeah. Thanks. I got to shout out to Brian again too. When I gave him my idea, I sent them this picture. Their team went online and pulled the measurements from every single one of these pieces
Oh,
from the website. And when they got all the measurements for each piece, the weight, measurements, everything, they designed this. I did not. They came up with an idea. Well, I mean, I saw them in Photoshop, of course, but they said, look, they engineered everything to fit properly to make sure, and they sent me some examples. I gave them a thumbs up, and then they were good. And I mean, they were putting up with me, man, because I was like, well, what about this? Or what about this? And I was kind of, I mean, Brian said it best when I was talking with him. He said, listen, don't worry about, because I asked him, I hope I'm not bothering you. And I'd always say that, but he'd always say this, listen, you're definitely not bothering me, man. This is a very big investment. Like this is a very expensive investment. Let's get it right. Let's make sure it's exactly what you want. And let's do it this way. And I really appreciated that. I really did. So anybody thinking about getting Maji spaces, make sure you check out Brian Wong. He'll take care of you for sure. So let's see. Do you think the T800 rooted hair is justified compared to the other versions? They glue the hair in. Okay, so Cypher, this is I went with a Cyberdyne edition version, and I think Alan's going to do that too. But the reason I didn't get the other, and I know this one's more expensive, but for me, it matched the bust better because the bust has the rooted hair, so the silicone skin. So it just kind of had that more realism look. And not that the other one doesn't, but I thought this one would match a little bit better. And that's why I went with this one. Not to mention the Cyberdyne shootout was pretty epic. So that's why I kind of wanted that. Alan, do you agree? Or I know you had both versions, but what do you think?
Well, I'm covered. I have the other one still on PO.
Yeah.
But I jumped on 3 companies' wait lists for the one you've got. So if my wait list converts, I'll go with the one you're getting with the rooted hair.
Yeah.
Although it does not have silicone skin, it just has rooted hair and glass eyes, which is nice.
Yeah.
And it does have some battle damage and all, which is what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But if it doesn't convert, then I'll still have the other one on order.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, I lose $200. At this point in time in this hobby, $200 is like,
It's like a drop in the bucket for what we spend on some of these things.
I've heard
Don't
something
say that,
similar before.
Ouch. Well, it's bad, but if it happens,
Yeah, but it's not as bad as losing 2,000 or something like that.
Right.
For sure.
But that's a great question. So you know what? I have thought about this too. Okay, so it was driving me insane in the beginning, but the more I realize this is that you got to think about this. You're getting there's a ton of statues out there, right? And none of them are going to be the same size unless you all go all 1/4. Even some 1/4 and Prime 1 are just so crazy big. So I had to go with my gut and think about how these would fit the best. And I know what I really wanted. So this is how it's going to be, So, but you're right. That bothered me in the beginning too.
Well, and that's something we deal with our job, with art setup and things like
Yeah.
that. I don't think it looks too terribly off. The spaces are filled appropriately.
Yeah.
There's not too much, there's not too little. So with the gap, I feel like there's not a lot of empty space to really draw attention to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. No, it does make sense. He's asking the measurements. So the measurements, I don't think they're 85 inches in height. It's 110 inches actually in length, and then there's 33 inches in depth. That's how this case is going to go. So it's big. It's going to be a big boy. So it's going to carry like just a massive amounts of statues. So, yeah, it's going to be big.
I mean, this should turn out to be pretty even, shouldn't it? I mean, I know this is just kind of a rough mock-up, but I mean, if you have the XL Predators, so to speak, and the XL Alien both on the bottom shelf, I would think they'd be a similar height. So it's probably going to be
right.
I would think. Yeah.
I think what he's talking about too is that this shelf and then this shelf, but
right, yeah.
When I gave the design to Nigel and Brian, they came back with a similar look. It maybe look a little different. This is my Photoshop, of course, right? So, but it is very close to it being even, and you'll see that more when I get it in. Not to mention, when you get it, when this is all set up and lit up, all those pieces are going to really pop out, right? It's going to look really great. And I don't think anybody will be looking at shelf height. They'll be looking at, wow, it looks amazing. Yeah.
After looking at this for a while and you telling me the dimensions of that case, I actually think you have the pieces that you're shown there oversized. I think they're actually
they are.
They're oversized. I think you're going to have a lot more room around them than what you're actually thinking you're going to have.
Right. And I took your advice, Alan, because I listened to you talked to me about when you were doing yours, and you had mentioned to me, give yourself a little bit of extra room, right? Just in case you're having to put pieces in and things. And the last thing you want to do is spend a lot of money on this and you can't fit the pieces you bought in there. That would not be cool. So I took your advice. I want to make sure that But I had plenty of room. Now again, this is just my Photoshop.
I think it's going to work great.
Yeah. This is going to turn out to be a really awesome display. So, and then part 2 will be next year after Japan. I promise, after Japan, this side, and then I'm going to try and pull a Noah and build my own little display on the bottom there. I may call Noah on the phone though when I'm doing this, but I'm going to put a small display there on the bottom, not on the bottom, but just enough to where it goes all the way across. RDJ, Mark III, Mark I, and then Hulkbuster all together, all the way across. So
nice.
That's what it'll be. Yeah, that's what it'll be. I think I got a Stark Industries like logo that I'm going to put on the front of the whole thing. So, and that'll be that until I get the other Maji space in it. So if I really love this new one, which I know that I am, I know I'm going to buy another. And Brian's already like, hey man, just give me dimensions. We'll start it. We'll get things going for you. So they're ready to do another one for me.
I'll tell you what, getting cases like this is as addictive as buying the statues to put in.
Don't tell me that.
No, it really is. It really is. Trust me.
Don't tell me that.
What he went through getting all these, he gets them set up and he's like, man, I got to fill the space.
Yeah, it's exciting because you're like, what else can I put in here?
Yeah. Noah, is all those are garage shelves, right? There's nothing custom. Oh, the center is custom built, right?
Correct? Yeah, just the center's custom, yeah.
Okay.
But otherwise, just Gladiator garage shelves from Home Depot, $140 a piece. So
yeah.
That's I don't know, man. I've been happy with them so far. Maybe one day I'll upgrade to something else, but for now, I like them.
Yeah, that's what I did in the beginning too, and I was so happy with it. I never had any problems, and I mean, you can stand on those things; they're not going anywhere. I mean, they can hold a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and they're done correctly. They look great. I mean, they look great. So I just kept seeing other cases that were, lightly dimmed or and like I saw Allen's and I saw a few others. Some guy had on the Berserk page had all of his Berserk statues lined up, and I was like, man, that looks amazing in Maji cases. That's what I need. That's what I did. That's what I did. So looking forward to that coming up very soon. Let me bring this up here too, because my friend Anton was he was also at WonderFest as well, and he did shoot. We don't have to watch it all, but I did want to just bring up some highlights because he was there, and I noticed that. Now this is not going to be in English, so we can kind of talk through it. But talk about a nice guy too, man. He can get you pretty much anything, but he does deal VIP collectibles, I believe it is. So and he was at WonderFest as well, and he talked a little bit about some of the pieces and things, whatever. So you can kind of see him going through here, and let's check it out. Oh, yeah. Here's the. I mean, is there any doubt how epic some of these pieces are in person? But man, look how awesome this looks. Like you see the picture, you're like, oh, it looks pretty good. But when you see it up close like this, man, dang, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tabby.
Raw statue reviews. I'll look into that. Yeah. Yeah, but this is Anton over at Shanghai WonderFest, and listen, every time I've talked to him, he is like the nicest guy, man. He'll help you out if you're looking for a piece. He can help you get it, and not to mention, I do have to say this about him: you'll get it really fast. I mean, real quick. I mean, he's in their backyard up there. So look how big this is. Look, they're next to it, and look how big this is.
That looks clean.
It does, right?
Yeah,
it does.
Really cool.
Yeah. I need a soda can and like Noah, you standing next to it. I mean that'll help me understand better because you're a big dude, so you'll understand everything better.
I feel like that's more than half your torso.
Yeah, that base is crazy.
Because if this looks big next to you, Noah, it's going to be big. But look at the detail on this, man. And I guess we already knew it had a light up feature, right, Alan? But look how awesome that is up close.
It is, yeah.
Bro, man, really nice. Look at this, man. This is amazing.
We're waiting to see what the one from that other company, I forget the name of the company, Way
I
is
know.
it Way Studios?
I think it's Way. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. They're attempting this piece as well, and theirs is even bigger. Theirs is almost 7 feet across.
I'd love to see the people who buy these, how they
I know.
display them in their house. Like, do they have like a shrine for them, or do they have like, is it just one of many of that size in their statue collection? You know, like
don't-
that just makes you
I
wonder,
don't know.
like whoever purchases these, how, like,
Yeah, it's a
if
certain kind of collector for sure.
exactly, is it like a main piece and then all of like the 1/3 scales or 1/6 scales, or you know, I'm just
Yeah.
curious. Oh, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Here's another one that's really nice. I like this one too.
That's
man.
Attack on Titan, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's really good.
So good.
I
So
still
good.
need to finish that anime. I think I got like halfway through or something like that.
It gets
But
better.
I need to go because I know there's a lot of world building in it.
Mhm.
So
Female
There's
Guyver.
Diver.
that's
Mhm.
cool.
I will say I didn't expect them to like kind of reboot this line again. It's been years since they released a
Oh, that's
Guyver piece.
cool.
Right.
Oh,
Same.
I love the blood splatter with power. That's really cool.
You know, Cypher, man, you know me, man. We'll see. But I mean, look, there's his hand next to it, Alan. You can see how big
I
it is.
know.
Look,
This is a big piece.
it's huge. It's huge. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice Dio. Wow.
I think this is almost a must-have if you're a
Mm.
Berserk collector.
I think so too. I think that
No,
I didn't want to say
I
it.
don't know, man. I don't think I could get this one. You know, I mean, it's extremely significant in the story, but I mean, when I first read that, the whole
I was
scene in the manga,
traumatized.
yeah, I mean, it made me sick to my stomach. It was.
Mhm.
no.
It was traumatizing.
I like that.
read.
I like that femto though. That femto is really cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know you really like that.
See, I like this slan more than the one that you used to have. I feel like the pose is more dynamic.
It is, yeah. It looks a little bit less fragile too. That
Yeah.
other one, I mean, you know how it is, Alan. That slant that you have,
Oh, I know.
that one's a little scary to put together and take apart.
It's scary.
The wings, because of the wings, yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool
A
piece.
Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, that one's sweet. I've kind of had my eye on this one, but I haven't really been picking up a lot of anime
Please?
pieces. But Gurren Lagann's
Please?
amazing, and that
That is
piece
I
is like
love that anime.
that piece is like 35 inches tall too. It's huge.
Mhm.
See,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know that, but unless you
Yeah,
knew the
since all the
measurements.
characters are quarter scale, it's huge.
Mhm.
I like this one with the horse. I don't know
That's
the
really
character.
cool. Yeah,
Is that Saint Seiya?
Yeah, it's Saint Seiya. Yeah, I
Okay.
started watching the show. I need to keep at it, but it was pretty good.
Shout out to Antoine for the footage. He does a lot of YouTube stuff, and he does a great job with it. And it's awesome. Great footage. I am getting a new camera for Japan when I go, and it's similar to the one Chris Michael has that he does his video editing with. So that's what I'll be using. So great pieces, man. It looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at that. Even if you don't know anything about this anime or this character, it's just so epic. Oh man, Alan.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm only getting one of the three.
That's a lot
Okay.
of skulls.
I
It
like
is,
it.
yeah. I liked it too. Yes, Lane. They already showed the Guyver one. Yeah, he does look great.
I wish I had the room for all three, but no way. Pick
They're
one.
so big. Like they're so big, and I don't know if you haven't seen these in person. I mean, you just don't know how big they are until they're in front of you because they're massive.
That's the
This
one.
could be the best one. Mhm.
Yeah, Scar. That's the one I got
That's
coming in.
really cool.
This could be the best one. I mean, even though I don't like the movie, I love the statue. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at that. The base is it's the best base, hands down.
Is that
Yeah,
Alien?
I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
This is Alien versus Predator, right?
That's
Mhm.
correct. Mhm.
That used to be on the Sci-Fi, or was it Sci-Fi or FX channel all the time? And so I would watch. I'd be over at my family's house for holidays, and we would watch Alien versus Predator for 2 years straight.
Oh yeah, that's actually it's one of my favorites. Some people don't care
I
for
like
it,
it,
but I happen to like it.
but
You know,
it's like
Jimmy,
a
we're talking.
core. What is it? A core childhood memory is Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, we were talking the other day, Jimmy, about the dinosaur collectors.
Yes.
And we were talking about the one Hannah has. You open up the suitcase and it's got
Yep.
the hatchlings that are moving and stuff.
Yes.
That kind of person that orders these is going to go crazy for that one.
Yeah, I think that if you had these two pieces and had that case in the middle, I think that would be just an epic display. That would look really good.
I do too.
It will look really amazing. I mean, regardless of where our community is, some people, there's nothing coming out. There's a lot of negativity right now. It's still a great time to be a collector. There's still great pieces out there to pick up, and we can have fun doing it. It didn't have to be all negative. I try to look for the positives in everything that we do versus every negative that we do. And I know it can be challenging sometimes, but that's just the way I live my life. I have to. I can't do it another way. Either that or go crazy, one or the other.
Well,
But
on a positive note, I'm a huge anime fan, and I'm seeing a lot of really neat anime statues that are starting to come out. Not just your typical kind of berserk kind of things, but there's a lot more different things that are starting to come out, and I think that's really cool. Same with some video game statues too. So,
and Prime One did tease that there's going to be a lot more video game pieces coming up, and Noah, if they do Metal Gear, man, I think we're screwed.
Oh yeah, I hope so. That'd be awesome.
Metal Gear. What is it? Metal Gear Solid 4 with Quiet and the water dance.
That's 5.
Oh,
Yeah,
5. Wow.
Yeah. That would be funny.
Oh man,
that Cammy's great.
Hi, Atticus.
Atticus. Oh my God, it's such an amazing piece. That Cammy is so good. It's so well done. Here's some small figures and things, whatever. But
I've had a few of those before. Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, I had like a Guts and Skull Knight and stuff like that. Yeah, but they were fun. I got rid of them though.
They're I mean, Prime One had a huge presence there. Had a pretty huge presence. So, you know what I would like to have seen here. I would like to have seen more companies come. Sideshow was supposedly going. Didn't see them there.
Yeah, what was up with that? Yeah, I could have sworn they had a booth, didn't they?
If they did, no one was there, and no one showed anything new there. I saw Queen Studios was there, and then I also noticed that XM wasn't there as well. So it would have been a great time to even bring some prototypes of maybe some of their newer stuff, right? Or even some of their pieces that they have coming up. Like I know they have their Iron Man with a gantry. They've got a few other pieces. I know a lot of collectors are just fed up and they're wanting some their pieces to come out. So hopefully they'll make some more changes and updates soon. So we'll see what happens with that.
Do you guys have like a specific statue that you really want made that nobody has done before?
Yes, this right here.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, classic Metal Gear.
Yeah. Yes, that would be really good, actually. Noah, is there one that a different IP besides that?
I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see some Metal Gear, but and I would just love to see more stuff from Death Stranding too. That would be great. Yeah, more characters. I'd love to see that in a smaller scale with at least the main cast of characters would be awesome. It'd be great to see a Fragile and some other characters. But
Noah, didn't you consider that half scale at one time? That one that was really nice.
I still look at it to this day, but it's just the Sam Porter's half scale.
Oh,
It's
I
cool.
remember that
but
one.
it's just
The size of a child. Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, it's like 42 inches tall.
Yeah, it's like
I love it. I love
It's
it. But
cool.
yeah, I just think it was a weird choice. I don't know why they, all their other video game stuff for the most part is quarter scale. And I feel like they still could have captured a pretty good amount of detail in quarter scale, or at least minimum like third scale for Sam. But they went half, and that immediately just kind of made it tough for me because it's I mean, it has been on sale a couple times, but otherwise it's $3,000, $3,200, $3,300, and that's just for like the sculpted version. And I'm like, ugh.
Well, with the second one coming out soon, they may do another one.
Yeah, I hope so. Just third scale or quarter scale, I'd be all in for sure.
Well, Noah, maybe you'll get it on
half silicone. Okay. Wow, man.
Maybe you get it on the Christmas.
Maybe someday. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah. I've always liked that piece. I always have because just all the detail. One thing I've come to realize, if the piece is bigger, there's definitely a lot more detail. A good example is like the Infinity, the half scales that I have. I mean, the Mark 1 half scale compared to the 1/4 scale, there is no comparison. Like I tried to justify it. Like, you know what, you got this one, maybe you can let the big one go. But it wasn't nearly as good as the half scale. It wasn't even close. So that's what I think about. Those one-off pieces that are really big, it needs to be, if you don't have a whole lot of room, maybe 1 or 2 in the corner, and that's it. And the rest of your collection will all around it. That's the way I would see it, just because of how big it is. But Alan, is there a piece that you want to be done that hasn't been done yet? Emily was asking.
How many times can I keep saying the same thing?
I'm sorry. Besides that one.
Nobody does it. I want a third scale Ripley holding Newt done properly. And I would love a third scale Dutch.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. Third scale Dutch would be.
And
I'm telling you, it's coming.
Been asking for it, and nobody's listening.
I'm telling you, it is coming, because it's the one thing that's missing, and I think they know it. I think it's just a matter of time. And you know what else I think? I think it's going to match the XL line. I think it will be, because if they made a quarter scale or 1/3, you just screwed yourself. Because everybody invested into the other series, so it just wouldn't be good. So, but I think the Ripley they just made, the 1/4, was done years back, way before the Predator line, way before the new Aliens line. I think if they had to do it again, I think they would make it in a larger scale. But that 1/4 one is just awesome. I still love it. This is coming up this Friday from Jazz Inc. Make sure you set your timer if you're going to pick this one up. Alan, I think you had posted in our chat, and when I saw the picture, I thought it was from the movie, but it was actually one of the portraits.
The portraits are amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think they didn't set an edition size on these.
Okay.
I don't think it's like if you don't order within the first couple hours, you're not going to get one situation.
Okay.
So, I'm just saying, put it out there, but I keep thinking about, because I've got the Jazz Inc. Batwing on the way, and I've got the Jazz Inc. 89 Batmobile coming. And I see this, and I'm like, okay, does it make sense somehow to include her in there somewhere? I can't really find a way to justify it, because I've got the J&D dual set coming. So I don't know if I'll get this or not, but I think they've done a really great job with it. And this is just one of, I think, like 4 or 5 different portraits. The one where she's got her tongue out licking is amazing.
Yeah. I'm a little confused. Is this their first?
Yes.
I don't know how you go from 0 to this.
This is their first 6-scale figure.
Wow, just an incredible job by them. This is going to be amazing. Are you picking one up, Mr. Allen?
You know what? I might grab the whatever their deluxe set is, just to have it. Sure. Because once they're gone, they're going to be gone. And if nothing else, if I end up not using it, I can flip it and make some money. I hate to say that.
Well, it's true though. You could sell it and make money on it. Yeah, I agree.
I think they've done a phenomenal job with it. If Freddie was here, he would be lusting all over this piece.
I know, he loves it. Yeah, he loves it. No, I can't see this in your collection, but what do you think of it? I think we talked about it backstage, but
Yeah, man. I mean, I think the sculpt and paint looks insane. I mean, it's really, really impressive, and definitely a great start for them doing 6-scale figures, because I'm sure they're not going to do tons of them. I'm sure they'll just do a couple every year, maybe. But
Yeah.
If they keep looking like this, they'll be able to sell them really well. But
I think so.
yeah, I like these movies, but it's been a little while since I've watched them, so I'm not really as connected to them as I could be. But yeah, we should go through and watch at least 2 or 3 of them. So, but yeah, man, it looks amazing. I mean, I think I've been watching Jazz Inc. I've never bought anything from them, but I always love seeing everything that they put out. So,
Sure.
and all their vehicles look amazing, and so it's just it's really cool to see them get into 6-scale figures finally.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Emily, what do you think, Emily?
I like it. You know, you can't go wrong with Catwoman. She's such a good character, and I feel like, you know, any statue she's in, if done right, is gonna sell really fast. And the portrait here, I think, is really interesting. She's got a little bit of crazy going on, and I think it's really cool. And I love the sheen on her outfit. It really is striking. So I think it's cool. I think from what I see, they've done a great job.
Oh yeah, you see the battle damage on the shoulder and stuff
Yeah.
too. That's cool.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, nice.
They put a lot of attention to detail on this, and this is 100% going to sell out. I just can't see it not selling out. It is great piece. I'm looking forward to seeing the results and what happens on Friday with this piece. It'll be interesting to see. So congratulations, whoever's picking this up. I would recommend to you that if you're wanting this, that you order it on day one, that you don't, procrastinate. This is going to be a piece that will sell out. There's no doubt about that. Great piece coming up. I I was on Spec Fiction today, and I was, looking at, I was calling it lost treasure, because there's some pieces on here that may have been forgotten that just came back. Like I was like, man, I forgot about that, or man, that'll be a piece to, that I should pick up later or whatever. Not this one, but it's still great. Let me bring this up here real quick. What happened to that piece? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, this is one of my favorite characters in the KOF series. Ori from KOF. When I first saw this, I was like, man, I really want to buy this. And then I saw the price. I said, how could it be this much? Well, let me show you why it's this much. Let me show you why it's this much. So this is a great piece, and it looks amazing. Base is amazing. The effects are awesome on it. It just looks so epic, and it's spot on to the character. I love how his back is turned. He's got the moon on his back, but it's life size. That's why it's so expensive.
It's bigger than life size.
Look how big this is. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody's a fan of this series, I mean, you understand this character. I mean, it's kind of like if you think about Street Fighter, Ken and Ryu, fighting. There's Ori and Kyo. This is one of his rivals, and I just really love this character all around. And to have this in your game room or your man cave, I think this would just be epic. Of course, you have to be a huge KOF fan, but I really love it. If I had a room, this would come home for sure. If I had a room, but I don't have the room. Yeah, great piece. 3K over expectation. But Noah, I'll save you $10. Just use code Godlike when you buy.
Free shipping too would be nice.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about.
Yeah, shipping's probably $1,000 probably.
Yeah, I mean,
that's cool, Jimmy. I did not see this. I had no idea this was coming out.
That's
yeah.
cool.
I mean, I think I was talking to in our group, a few weeks ago, then today too, is that there are some pieces that were launched that came out around, the time where other pieces came out that kind of were overshadowed a bit. And I kind of want to revisit some of those, especially through Spec Fiction. They have a huge selection right now of some of these pieces that I'm looking at, and I wanted to just kind of go over them with you guys and just kind of take a look at them. But I mean, there's so much detail in this piece, and it's huge. It's huge. $3,000.
The price is not bad.
Yeah, for a life size. I mean, bigger than life size. I mean, and if you're not a fan of this character, if you don't know this character, who he is, I can understand that. It's the because of his pose, but this is his traditional pose in the game, so that's why his back is turned like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but light up feature, the base looks amazing. I love how it says King of Fighters 97 on here.
Yeah,
and that is from 1997. That's what that year is from, because they have the KOF goes into years 1995, 96, 97. So, but that's from the game that he was from, and he's in all of them, but that's the one. But great piece. I'm looking forward to seeing anybody get this in their collection. I would really love to see it. If you do, make sure you reach out to me. I'd love to do a review. So that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I want to see a live unboxing.
Oh gosh.
yeah.
Alan, will you do that for us on that one?
Yeah, okay.
We'll send you the prototype, Alan. You can go ahead and set that up. Well, I used to have a Street Fighter line set up, and I sold them to get what I do have. I love Street Fighter, but my problem is that I don't have the room for all of it. That's my problem. So, yeah, I do love it. And I did see these on Spec Fiction as well. Alan, I really want to get your opinion on this. What if you were trying to set up a, your man cave was based off of just Star Wars. You love Star Wars and you've got a ton of Star Wars pieces. How awesome would it be to add these to your man cave? I saw these on there, and it has that replica look of the Star Wars ship. And man, this looks awesome. These look awesome. $159, per panel, but looks like they're light ups as well. And it has that old school Star Wars look that you can add to your man cave. I thought that was pretty awwame too. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Those are pretty cool. Yeah, we know somebody that has a room with a lot of these panels and like a life-size Darth Vader and
he
stuff
made them
like
himself too. So he
Mhm.
made the light setup and it looks exactly like that, pretty much.
Wow. It makes a big difference because I saw a collector have a ton of these, and it looked like you're inside of a ship. That's what it reminded me of. And these are epic. I just never even knew they existed, and I did, but I didn't know Todd sold them. So, not to mention, you get $10 off with code Godlike when you shop there. So,
it's pretty crazy how iconic just a bunch of like light up lines can be, but like it's instantly recognizable.
It's a style choice.
Yeah, that's cool.
It is super cool. Really cool idea, and Todd does have them in stock. So, make sure you place your order with Todd. I did see this as well come up, and I gotta bring this because this is for Noah here. Let me see here. You'll need 6 of these, Noah. So let me see where we're gonna put them as. Let's see. Yeah, and this was also on spec today that I saw, and I can't recall if we've went over this before, the statue before, but it's 1/4 scale. And
Dark side, okay. Huh.
This is really cool, and it's 1/4, and it's got different options. It's got the spear and the shield, or you can do the sword.
Oh, I like
that's pretty cool. Yeah, the sword's
or the bow. I actually like the bow the most, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, this is and looks like they have different versions of it as well. I really like that. I would go with the one on the right, but it still looks good.
That's kind of cool. I don't think I've seen that before, where they actually show like a warm and cool light, like how a statue would look. That's kind of cool. Huh.
I didn't know that. Well, I thought it was 2 different variants. Oh yeah, it says right there.
Warm light, display, cool light. Yeah, that's cool.
That's something new. I have never really seen that before either. But what if you're building a 1/4 scale Lord of the Rings series and you have a lot of the prime ones, and this will be a great pickup, I feel, with your collection. Why do I feel like you need multiple?
I don't know, but did you see the price tag on these?
Yeah, $1,200.
Woo.
Yeah, $1,200.
I could see the multiple, especially if you want to
change up the arms and
and even just reenact that beginning scene in the first movie where they're all at Mordor and doing the sword
then you need like about 20 or 30 of these.
I know.
Yeah, see if there's a bulk price. Yeah.
Yeah, one city likes this one. This This one's super cool. Of course, it's not a one and done, right? This is one that you add to a Lord of the Rings collection. It's not the one you start with, but this is one that you could almost finish with or add to a proximity piece.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I knew nothing about it till today. So
yeah, I haven't seen this yet. That's nice. Well, what's the general consensus on Darkseid? Are they pretty good, or I don't know. I haven't really. I know they've done a couple of the Batman '89 pieces, haven't they?
yes, and
I know it's kind of mixed from what I've heard, but I didn't even.
I've always had issues with maybe their paint has been just a little flat on some pieces.
Oh yeah, they did the Witch King. That's right. Yeah, they did a Witch King too. Yeah,
it was a little flat for me. But now, mind you, we're used to Prime One. We're used to some of these other pieces that do extremely well on their paint jobs. But well, Alan, have you got any of these pieces before by this company?
No,
you have not. Okay,
no, I have not. As far as Lord of the Rings, the companies that I'm kind of like would be invested in is Weta, Prime One, or Infinity. I mean, I think those three companies are making the best Lord of the Rings pieces.
Yeah,
for me anyway.
See, I love Weta. I love Weta's dioramas. However, I know a lot of their face sculpts, they get to like, I feel like they're like 80% there, 85%, you know, so it looks like the main characters, but just slightly off. But I did see recently they had, what was it, a Frodo that looked pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a reason. There's a reason for that, though, Emily. From what I read a couple of articles about that. They don't really have the licensing to do exact facial portraits. So they're allowed to come close, but if they get to the whole cigar, then they're in trouble. So they have to back it up.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I was always wondering because I'm like, gosh, everything else looks so cool. It's just this one thing. So that makes 100% sense.
I could see that. I can definitely see. I think we mentioned that too a while back, but yeah, I mean, I still think that piece is great. $1,200, you know, for a proximity piece. You really got to love Lord of the Rings, man. You got to. it's definitely a great one, but you really got to have a collection. My problem is for me is that you can't just one and done that. You got to have multiple to make that work. I guess
that's definitely more of a space filler for sure.
It is, 100%. So
no, how much what's the price on the? I can't think of his name. That the wizard that you like.
Radagast.
Yeah, Radagast. How much is that?
I
think
really cool.
let me pull it. I think it's 1,000. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so you can get that Radagast for less than that Elven Warrior.
Yeah, and that's a really detailed piece. Yeah,
that'd be the one I'd go with.
I would go with Radagast if I was gonna spend a grand on him.
Yeah, that'd be the one I would.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's just a little bit too simple for me.
Yeah,
but
Though I will say there was a really cool, what was it, the Witch King that was in the all white, like with the with the ring on perspective, that was really kind of ominous and creepy. But I think that was a small, like a 1/6.
It's a 1/6. Yeah, that's a Weta piece. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting that one too. So yeah,
that's awesome. Let me bring this up here real quick, and I have another one here. I also saw this one on Spec today, straight out of 1985. Dio from Fist of the North Star from the original film. I love the fists being thrown. I thought that looks really cool. But this is a $1,300 piece, and you can kind of see some of the switch out portraits or whatnot.
See, when I see this, I hear the sound effects.
Me too.
Love it.
Me too. This is 1/6 scale at $1,449. So
cool.
Yeah, it must be big.
I love these dioramas. Yeah, I keep looking at them all the time. Yeah, I love the one that Marcos has, the Rurouni Kenshin one. That one's really cool. I look at that one a lot. I love the Naruto versus Pain. That one's amazing too for the 1/6. I want that one really bad. Yeah.
Well,
This
I gotta
is-
educate you in Naruto so you can fully understand the wonders.
Yeah.
That's
cool though.
I love
This-
that.
Yeah, this is a cool piece. I think that looking at this closer, I think the portraits can use a little work, but for once, it's because it's 1/6, I believe. But man, how awesome are all the fists and him punching and everything? I think that's
I
super,
love that.
super cool. This would look awesome in a Maji space. I think it's awesome.
That's another great classic anime movie. I
Yep.
mean, yeah, I know this had a show and everything, but just the movie Fist of the North Star was really, really good.
That was bomb.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Marcus was saying just be careful with Figurama's QC. Pieces look great and the QC is me tough sometimes. Oh, okay, good to know. Good to know. Yeah, another great piece for Figurama, but I mean, this is straight off of Spec Fiction and still available. So great. I did want to bring this up here real quick. I like it.
That base is probably 24 inches around. I would guess.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, I think it's huge.
It's really big. I think Lane had mentioned there was a Batgirl unboxing right here.
Oh, you got it, or you want me to pull it up?
Here we go. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Sweet.
Yeah. So. Got the. There we go. Hey, there we go.
Oh yeah, you got this one coming in, don't you?
Yep. Yeah, pretty soon here. Yeah, I'm just waiting on the last payment. Maybe another week or so. I would expect it to go through. I think. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get this soon. I've been waiting on this one for a while.
Man,
it's so cool.
that base is big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I finally found a place for this thing. I'm going to put it behind White Knight, so I think it's going to look pretty cool.
Really? Yeah, you have room behind him for that?
I think so. Yeah, I'm not going to be act too confident yet until I get the piece in, but basically I'll get it in. I'll get an exact measurement of how of the base, and then I'm just going to make a little 6-inch pedestal just to kind of boost it up a little bit so she's not completely hidden behind the bike. But I'm hoping to have it where you can, when you're looking at it, you can still see most of Clayface, but you can't see underneath, so you don't know how far down it goes, and you can just have her, standing on the big pile of Clayface. So she can be fully visible behind him. So that's what I'm hoping for.
That sounds great.
This piece is awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait for this one.
I am so excited to see what Jay does with his Clayface from OBS. Let's see what they do. Wow.
Yeah, it's 21.5 inches tall. That's pretty decent. Yeah.
Really, it actually looks like it would be taller than that.
Yeah.
That's a nice piece. I like it.
I love that cape.
It's
really cool.
Well, and even just the armor and the detail on the bandages and everything is really nice. It's really well done.
It's a great pickup, Noah.
Yeah, nice portrait too.
Yeah. Sideshow's been doing so well this year. We have. I love that, man.
It's pretty cool.
I didn't know it lit up.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's cool.
That's a nice one.
Nice.
Yeah, and I was able to use a chunk of points when I pre-ordered this too, so I got it for a pretty decent price. So I'm happy.
Oh, it looks like it pulsates, Noah.
Yeah, it looks like the two options. Yeah, that's cool. I'll probably do that, the pulsating one.
I think that one looks so cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That's awesome.
That was a great pickup, Noah.
Yeah,
that's a great one. Thanks for bringing that up, Lane. Man, so great pickup. We're right at that 1 hour mark, so I did want to end it here for us, but we will be on next Friday, and probably this week with some unboxings and setup. Look for Maji Case to be joining us very soon with Nigel, the engineers from Maji Space, to talk about the new display coming to my collection. So I'm excited for that. Queen Studios will be on with us this month as well. Make sure you have a great week. And to everybody out there, we'll see you this week. Anything else?
Yes, actually. Since we have Emily on tonight, Noah and I don't know if you've discussed this piece with Emily or not. So I'm gonna kind of put you on the spot.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of the piece, but it's the Monkey King half scale.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
bust.
Oh, the bust or the.
Yeah, have you showed that to Emily yet?
I think. Did you see
The
it?
Black Myth Wukong one?
Yeah. Did I show you?
Oh
that
yeah,
one?
no,
Okay,
I've
yeah,
seen it. It's
okay, cool.
badass.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious. I was curious your thoughts on that.
See, I like it, and I watch him play because I get too mad. I don't know if you guys heard me playing Elden Ring of like a month or so back while he was in here. I don't think I can handle playing Wukong, but I love the character design. It's a really beautiful game.
Mhm.
And I mean, I think it's cool, and it's got the rooted hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool.
Okay.
So
I was just curious. I wanted to hear your thoughts on it.
hey, I mean, I'm a sucker for detail. I don't tell him how to live his life, but if he wants it, I'm not going to be mad about it. Because I mean, every so often I kind of bend his ear a little bit because I mean, I got my Majora's Mask up there and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, it's up to you. I think it's cool though.
Oh, yeah, we don't know the cost on it yet, but it's up on screen now, and I am so impressed with this piece.
Well, and just the detailing on the armor and it really reminds me of the the Chinese temples and everything. It's just
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, all right.
So.
I just wanted to hear your feelings on it.
Well,
I mean, I wouldn't be mad. So
a little more enabling, you know.
Yeah.
I think they're going to launch that piece pretty soon, a pre-order, Noah. So you can make your decision.
Oh yeah, you got some time.
Sure, we'll all be watching it as you pre-order. Live pre-order when you're ready.
Live PO.
Yeah, live PO when you're ready.
I'll lurk behind you.
God, like, Cypher, I'm saying 5K. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping, like God, I'm hoping it's not 6.
Oh,
so
I know.
4 I think might be a little too hopeful, but we'll see. But if it's around 5, that's
I mean,
better
that's
than
more
6.
detailed than the Alita bust and everything. So I'm.
Yeah.
There was a question for Emily.
Oh, what's my favorite statue that he's got right now? Well, I'm biased because I love my Majora's Mask and it lights up, but that's mine. So, okay. I like the alien, but I will say I really like. Oh gosh, it's hard to pick because they're all so different. But I would say of the Batman pieces, I like that guy right there. Of the Berserk pieces, you guys can't see, but behind him right there,
there we go.
There's Guts with Shirka in spirit form. I like that one too. But yeah, it's hard to pick because they're all so different, and I like something about every single one. But I would say those are the ones that really stand out to me.
Okay.
Excluding Majora's Mask because that's my favorite.
Yeah, right.
That's some great.
Oh, Marcos, which one are we talking about here, Marcos? Which Zelda piece? That's a dangerous thing to do. I wonder if it's
it's not a Dream Studio piece, is it?
I sent you that one time, Noah. I can't remember if you.
Well, I do have the Tingle on pre-order, specifically Majora's Mask Tingle, not Wind Waker. Wind Waker's cute, but I like my beautiful man from Majora's Mask. He's
Dream Studio. Okay, I'll have to take a look. Yeah, because I think they're doing they might be doing another Wind Waker. Maybe they're doing a Wind Waker. I can't remember. Yeah.
Take my money.
Yeah. Can't remember.
Take my money.
I'll have to look.
Well,
okay. Oh, see, Virgin Prime, you said, did I modify the shelves or are they just as is? That's just as is. I've adjusted the heights of them depending on certain pieces. If you guys look a couple streams back, I had the left case over here completely different. So I've kind of changed it up a bit, but just standard garage shelves. That's about it. And sometimes I take out some of the extra pieces because it comes with 5 pieces for a 6-foot shelf, and sometimes I only use 3 or 4 of them. So, but that's about it. They're stock. Comes with really nice black MDF panel shelves,
And
and
you've changed
yeah.
them a lot too, and they're really sturdy. Like I'm impressed by how much they've held up, and they're very heavy. So
yeah.
What makes the display look unique is the piece in the middle because it's a different size. So I think that's what people's eye are like. Are those custom or how's that work? That's kind of what it does. I think that's what it is.
that's a Noah custom special.
Yeah. Yeah, no, trust me. Yeah, there would be 3 garage shelves probably if there was enough room, but yeah, I was a couple inches short and just didn't have enough space. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Kind of made it work.
I remember at one point he used to have an office desk and it wouldn't fit, so he took his saw and cut like an inch off of the side so it would just slide in there.
Wow, that works.
That works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Noah's a handyman. It kind of worked out. So
Yeah.
but all right, I think we'll end it here, guys. Thanks you for joining us this evening, and I really appreciate everybody here. Thank you for the 50 plus subscribers we had last week, and then I look forward to this week and also some new announcements. We will have unboxings most likely this week, so I'm looking forward to that. Stay godlike, and I will see you this week on the stream and next week Friday. Bye bye.
See you guys. Thanks for coming in.